Good morning, everybody. I am in Istanbul this morning, and I thought it might be nice since I've arrived at ridiculously early o'clock. I arrived at 3:30 this morning here, and we're waiting for our hotel room to be ready. I thought maybe you'd like to go with me for a sunrise, I can't even talk, sunrise stroll to see the sunrise over Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. We're staying in Sultanahmet, which is my favorite neighborhood to stay in because you're kind of right in the action. And a lot of people like the Asia side. It's a little more modern, more big chain hotels, but this is kind of the area that I think has a lot of character. So I am so incredibly impressed with Istanbul because I've been here a few times, but the last time was now 10 years ago, I just realized. And what's interesting to me is how modern things have become. They have a wonderful tram system. The new airport is beautiful. And here we are at Sultanahmet, at the park in between Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. So here is Hagia Sophia. So I'm going to walk down here a little bit and see if we can get a little better view. Here comes that tram. Now, it's a bummer to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning or to be awake at that time because my plane came in that early, but wowza, have a look. Beautiful. It's really nice here. It's about, 70 degrees out even now. It's really comfortably warm. Look at these fun townhouses. So this is what Istanbul is really known for, these wooden townhouses. This style of architecture is very typical. As an architect, I've always really kind of admired the townhouses. Dogs. And then through the trees over here, you can see the Blue Mosque. So we're going to be visiting these things, just having some fun here and enjoying Istanbul before starting our tour. So isn't that just beautiful? Sunrise here at Hagia Sophia. It means holy wisdom. This church was built by Constantine the Great, and Constantine the Great was the Roman emperor who moved the capital from Rome here. So I have always loved talking about Constantine and the Byzantine Empire, mostly because it's a history that people don't really know. We don't really learn Eastern history, but it's not Eastern history. This is actually the history of our own culture. This is Roman history because Constantine came and brought Roman culture here to Byzantium. That was the city that was here before, and he changed the name to New Rome. And later it was called Constantinople because it was the city that he founded. So from about 300 AD, more or less, on, this has been a thriving city. It was Christian until the mid-1400s and then moved to the Ottoman Turks, and has stayed Turkish and has stayed Muslim since then. One thing interesting to note is that Hagia Sophia, last time I was here, was a museum. It's not a museum anymore. It is now a mosque, which has been kind of controversial, to be honest, in the tourism industry. But that's how they're using it. So even though it's 6 o'clock in the morning, there are people that are leaving the mosque right now after the call to prayer. So when we arrived, the call to prayer started, which was actually pretty atmospheric. It was pretty cool. So just do a little spin around for you then. This is Sultanahmet in Istanbul, kind of the touristic part of Istanbul, with Hagia Sophia and the sun rising in the back. We're staying actually at a hotel that winds behind here. There's a Hilton that I got a really good deal on that is in mansions that surround the complex of Hagia Sophia. So there's going to be lots of adventures in the next 6 weeks. I am here in Turkey now for a couple of weeks, and I'll be doing a coastal Turkey tour with my friend Thailand Tazbazi. He's just finishing up right now with Andrew, the southeastern Turkey tour. After that, I'll be joining Hoda in Egypt for a couple of weeks, and then my friend Mohammed in Jordan. And then I'm going to finish out the year in India. So it's going to be a huge arc. It's very noisy. It's going to be a huge arc of travel, and I really am looking forward to sharing it all with you. So I'll try to post a video or pictures at the very least and some writing every day. And I hope you will enjoy it. And I think that's all for now. When I'm more awake, I'll share more. But for now, enjoy the sunrise at Hagia Sophia. in Istanbul.